And we're back.
Hello, everyone.
It's a different day. It's the same game.
Are we wearing the same clothing, though?
No. At least I'm not. Maybe you are.
I might be.
All right. Okay. So we just finished a game of Through the Ages with the New Leaders and Wonders expansion.
No, we didn't. We finished it last night, and then we saw that we had footage issues, and we're like, we'll do that again.
Yeah. So it's the
because we love you guys.
That's true. So, go ahead. You want to start?
Yeah, I still can't believe I won by like a very narrow margin. Yeah. When it comes to this game, 10 points is nothing. It's even 9 points.
Yeah, I just needed actually one more resource, and then I would have been able to build this, and it was like 20 points.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you let me win, but it doesn't matter.
I didn't attack you so much because you were frustrated. But yeah.
I wasn't frustrated. I was bored.
Okay.
Speaking of yeah. I am not a fan of this game. I said it in my original review. I have a few issues with it. It's a very unique game and it's very unique feeling, and there's nothing else that's quite like it. But overall, I find that it doesn't have a good return on investment on my time compared to other things. Mm-hmm. It's a very personal opinion, and we're going to put it aside because we spoke about it in the base review. I just want to contextualize what I'm going to say. You know, so that you know whether you want to listen to me as someone who doesn't really care for the game as opposed to Idan, who loves it. So, strictly speaking about the expansion is just cards. And they replaced the original cards except for the 3-4 players where they kind of extend the gameplay.
Correct.
If you want to.
Yeah.
So, as far as whether the expansion is worthwhile getting or not, I think the answer is a definitive yes. If you played the base game and you enjoy the base game, then you'll be getting a bit of balancing and a bit of variety. All of it's optional and all of it is very easy to house rule. I think it was intentionally built that way. You have 2 additional tracker boards, so you can add the leaders and the wonders cards in any way you want, whether you put placeholders in the decks and then they come out, or whether you want to order them in. Like, you can do whatever you want with it, which I think is great.
Yep. Okay.
Go on, and then I'll talk about the patch notes.
Okay. So, so I think I agree with what you said. I think that the fact that it's balanced and that the balance is based off of app data, that's really cool. We talked about it in the Terra Mystica review, that they used a lot of data from the app to balance the game. So they did pretty much the same thing here. And and also the fact that there are double the amount of leaders and wonders, and the fact that you can now choose whether you want them to be a mix, or whether you want them just to be the new ones, or whether you want them to be known in advance or not known in advance. So it adds a lot of variety and a lot of options for strategic versus, just play and see what happens. So I really like that thing, and I also like the new events and the new territories. I think some of them added a bit extra. And overall, I think that the new wonders and leaders, they feel like they came from an expansion. They don't feel like the same sort of, minimized rules. They feel like they add a little bit of logic and a little bit of decision making to them. So that's also great. And so, if you enjoy the game, I don't think there's a major question here. You want to have it because it, again, balances some of the cards, and you just get the fact that not all games will have the exact same cards. You still play the same number of leaders and wonders. It's just that now you have double the options. So it definitely adds variability to that. And there are no new mechanics, right? There are no new...
No, but they are a bit more zesty. They do add a bit of a twist. All of them have something that's on top of the base one. For example, the Colosseum card that I got refers to specific types of military units. The same for Marlene Dietrich. I apologize to Marlene. Anywho, and that's interesting. That wasn't in the base game. They have a lot of small things that are just a bit offset compared to the base game. The base game leaders are very, in a specific pattern, in a specific direction, and these are just a little bit to the side, like the autonomous territory that lets you pick whichever bonus you're getting. It's interesting. It's nice. It adds a bit more breathing room to you, because suddenly some things are a bit more randomized, and you're not just like, okay, he's going for this strategy, so I'll go for this strategy to counter it. If it were my first gameplay, I would have probably not noticed which cards are base game and which cards are expansion. They are that well integrated. But because I've played this a handful of times, I could tell which ones were a bit spicier. And usually, you look down and you see the little asterisk that says that it's expansion. You're like, oh, yeah, that's interesting. Very happy that they added the patch notes, which is something they added in the rulebook. They explained why they made specific changes or why they added specific cards like the Housers. I thought that was very interesting to read, and I hope that this thing where you take an app out and then you use the app data to build a better expansion is something that becomes an industry standard, because I hope so. I think it adds a lot of interesting ideas. Like, these are tiny tweaks. This isn't a major expansion,
right?
And it's good.
Yeah, it's expensive to produce an app, but sure.
Yes, but if you already have the app, you just shove an analytics SDK in it and you read the data. Like, you have the data. Use it to make a better game.
Okay.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I don't think so. Great. So we hope you enjoyed this review. As always, there are links down below for the first 20 minutes of the game, the extended playthrough, the original playthrough of Through the Ages without the expansion, with the rules overview and everything. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed this little series of videos for Through the Ages with the leaders and new leaders and wonders expansion.
Yeah, and if you try this, tell us what you think about it.
Definitely. All right. Bye.
Bye.